as the future Sheldon, played by Jim Parsons, makes an appearance in the Young Sheldon finale. While reflecting on his youth, he unintentionally reveals Mary's actions. Young Sheldon nevertheless concludes when his stay in Texas comes to a close, even though it has long outgrown its core concept as the account of the young genius's origins. The spectacular finale delves into the aftermath of George's untimely death and marks the debut of Parsons, who plays adult Sheldon again as he writes his biography. His telling of specific occurrences while living in Medford is now much clearer. The 17-year television arc of Sheldon is beautifully concluded by Parsons' presence in the Young Sheldon conclusion. As he thinks about how his family shaped his life, the character comes full circle. His more negative recollections about George in The Big Bang Theory produced plot contradictions, but this appearance neatly resolves them, since he remembers his dad more lovingly. Sheldon, played by Parsons, briefly discusses his mother and father, drawing parallels to his current relationship with his kid. Regrettably, it leads to a bad perception of Mary. As the series comes to a close on Young Sheldon, Amy, Mayim Bialik, finds out that Sheldon baptized after George's death in an effort to console his grieving mother. As Sheldon explains that he did it for her, his tone turns more solemn and nostalgic. He says that Mary did everything she could for me. She hopes he will find this disclosure heartwarming and a reflection of her love for him. But in a roundabout way, it shows how hypocritical Mary is when it concerns her children. She sacrificed everything for Sheldon, but her other children suffered as a result. Even worse, Mary is unable to comfort Missy as she fights her sadness. And this is before the adult Sheldon mentions how much Mary gave for him. The prejudice Mary had towards Sheldon has been known for a long time, even before the last season of Young Sheldon. The prequel relied on it because it was there in Big Bang Theory. But when Georgie and Missy were involved, Mary's partiality became obvious. This was the fundamental reason behind Missy's animosity towards her mother, and the reason she felt a unique connection to her father. Even worse, Mary is unable to comfort Missy as she fights her sadness. And this is before the adult Sheldon mentions how much Mary gave for him. Neither Young Sheldon nor The Big Bang Theory ever explained Mary's true feelings for Sheldon. However, there were a few plausible explanations for this. The first thing is that Sheldon may have made her think of her own dad. Although Pop did not make an appearance in the spin-off, it was revealed in The Big Bang Theory that he was a very bright guy, who was the one who initially encouraged Sheldon to become a scientist. The second point is that Mary's protective nature may have begun in the pilot episode of Young Sheldon when she learned that Sheldon struggles in social situations.